We're now going to give you some general tips that are mostly spread around the world of how to deal with each other on the dance floor. Now, these tips, the first ones are general. They do not go into dancing technical parts, but just into general tips, okay? Now, rule number 1 is personal care, okay? Because we all sweat on the dance floor, so many times it happens that you might be a bit smelly. So you see a lot of fanatic dancers go to their party with extra t-shirts and towels and a lot of deodorant and stuff like that, okay? So personal care is important. You can think about chewing gums or peppermint, etc., okay? The second thing is contact, eye contact. And eye contact many times with your partner happens before the dance. Now let's say we imagine that we're not dancing yet, but Vanessa is standing on the side of a dance room where we are. So here she is, as you can see, totally ready to dance, and I'm here. Now many times I see guys going up on the lady, kind of sneaking up behind and go, hey, total shock. The chances that you will give her very little time to think and to give a total response that is a yes gets smaller when you do that kind of stuff, because it might be that she's so shocked that her first impression is, oh my God, if the dance is going to be the same as his preparation, then better not. So usually what I advise guys to do is, 1, look at the ladies that are dancing ready. As you can see, she is standing and she's moving, probably on the tunes of the music that she's hearing, so she's ready to go. If you see a lady that is sitting on a chair, looking kind of around her, ladies, the chances that you're being asked is very small, okay? So as you can see, she's ready. Now, I'm trying to make eye contact even before I start, and the moment that it even happened, that could be a good introduction. Guys, put up your smile, because if you look too serious and you go like this, again, she might think it's going to be boring. So the smile you put is many times an indication of how the dance is going to be. So guys, put up your smile, walk up to her, and you ask her. Now, in this case, what I see many guys do when they walk towards a lady, they're going to go in front of her and they're going to go, hey, you want to dance? But this, guys, we call this the comfort zone. This is very confronting. Not everybody feels comfortable with this kind of approach. So many times when I ask someone, and what you can do is get from the side and kind of opening the room to go on the dance floor. And what you're basically physically showing is that, 1, you're ready to go, but you're also opening the space for her to walk instead of going like this, because where are you going to go now after this, okay? So that's 2, eye contact even before you start. On the third part, in the general tips, you're going to bring her to a safe space on the dance floor. Don't start just like this on the side. You bring her to a safe place on the dance floor. So you look around. Many times she also might take the initiative because she sees a spot and goes, hey, we can go there. And then you find a spot where you have as much space as is available on that moment, okay? Now, if you see dancers on the dance floor and you have been there a little while, many times you start noticing the people that are taking a lot of space, stay away from them if you want to keep her safe. Now, how do you keep her safe, guys? That will be in the technical parts of dancing, but many times you have to start looking around you before you send her somewhere, okay? Now, we found a safe space on the dance floor, and now the first challenge comes, guys. How do you start? Many times people don't wait, they just start dancing on the music, and many times they're totally out of timing with the music. Many ladies prefer you to wait even 1 or 2 or 3 times 8, but dancing in time with the music is even more important than anything else probably in that moment. So you might want to wait, you tune into the music, be patient, you listen carefully, and then relax. And then you start. Instead of jumping into it and not even listening to the music and then finding out you're offbeat, and that will make it all feel very uncomfortable. Now you're there on the dance floor, you started dancing, you found the time of the music. Many times you have some musical issues with change timing, but that's another chapter. But now the first thing comes. You're going to focus on your partner needs. I am going to repeat this. You're going to focus on your partner needs. And this is what many times is being forgotten on the dance floor. And it goes for ladies as for men. How do you find her needs? First of all, you make some eye contact and you send her to the other side in, for example, a crossbody lead. Do you want eye contact all the time? No. We see some guys, they heard eye contact, and now they go like this, and the lady will feel like in a hypnosis. By the way, the other way, it also happens. Many times the lady is staring at me like this, and I feel like, wait a minute, what's going on, okay? So be relaxed. You don't have to have eye contact all the time. If you have it, and if you analyze it, many times you have eye contact in the moment of preparation. Take a look. I am preparing for a crossbody lead. So before I'm sending her, as you can see, there is no eye contact here. In the moment of preparation, look at this. I can make eye contact, but in the turn, there is no eye contact. I can make eye contact here, but in the turn, there is not. If you're dancing on 1, many times it's a 1, 2, 3 where you make the eye contact, and 5, 6, 7 is where the action goes, so you don't need eye contact there. Okay, so not all the time. Be relaxed about it. Finding your partner needs. If you are dancing, and this is very interesting, guys, and I'm letting the lady go with one hand, and let's say I can see that she's using this arm to do styling. Oh my God, now I have found out a tool that will make her happy, because now I know she likes styling. So what I will do when I see hands go like this, I will do a lot of turn patterns with one hand only. Makes sense? Take a look. If she likes styling, I just know that by letting one hand go, I am now giving her a lot of freedom to do her styling. If I do a few turns and the hand doesn't do any styling and she keeps it closed, just like this, and nothing is happening to the hand, and I can see she's very modest and maybe a bit shy to show her styling, then many times they feel more comfortable, or they also feel comfortable if you do turns with two hands. For example, in this case, you don't need to do a lot of turns with one hand. Makes sense? Another thing, how to find out her needs. Let's say I'm letting her go to do some shines. The moment you let her go, you will see her face getting totally pale, in shock, and I can see that the only thing she's going to do is basic. Now, I have two options. I can either go back and make her feel comfortable, or I can now throw out all my 100 shines and show her how fantastic I am and how much I like shines. Okay? So it's important for you that when you start focusing on her needs, that you start finding out that kind of stuff. For the lady, it's the same. When he lets you go and you start doing shines, but you can see that the guy is just doing his basic, or he just knows two shines, then be sure that you start offering yourself instead of keep going. When you start offering yourself, you will make him happy. So like this, guys, it's only a glimpse of how you can start focusing on your partner needs and trying to make them happy. If you both do that, you will have a fantastic dance, okay? So now we have done all this. We have focused on each other's needs. And now we go to the last part. How do you finish a dance? Oh my God, there are so many ways of doing this. How do you finish a dance? Many times I see guys, they finish here, they're done. Okay, bye. Next, okay? So when you finish, I always like to bring her either back to where we came from, or at least to be sure that she's okay finding her spot back on the side of the dance floor. So the dance is finished, hopefully maybe with a beautiful little dip or a break, bam. Okay, you finish, thank you. Here, where we come from in Holland, we're very used to give each other a small hug, okay? Don't start kissing and all that stuff, after every dance. Just a little hug is okay. And then it's nice to just either bring her back, or you just walk back together. Instead of going, okay, ciao, up to the next, okay? So these are the general tips. Maybe you should write them down, not to forget them. Hope you like them and have fun on the dance floor.